Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Insight series. This is episode 8. What is going on with this title, right? Kindred Spirits. That's an odd one. What are we talking about? Essentially what we're talking about is why do folks choose their agent the way that they do, right? What is the benefit of that? And is it a deliberate function or is it more of a natural occurrence? Well, the answer to that is it's a natural occurrence. We're also going to kind of dive into a little bit on this one. Why are there so many darn agents in the market all the time? Now, obviously there's, financial considerations there and the nature of the industry. But there's actually an intangible reason for that as well and why it works the way that it does. So let's dive right into this. Kindred Spirits is really about resonating, the resonation between you and your agent, right? The selection process, we're doing it unconsciously in a lot of cases, right? If you're the type of person who is willing to interact with, and purchase or sell with just whoever's standing in front of you, this video probably isn't for you. You can go ahead and check out another video. But most folks fall into this category, okay? Why do people resonate? Why are there kindred spirits? Why does that oftentimes lead to a positive outcome in a strong foundation for the agent-client relationship? There are a couple factors to come into play here, right? Similar backgrounds, similar age group, similar geographical familiarity, okay? Similar outlooks, right? A lot of my folks, just to kind of give you a real world example here, a lot of my folks that I really resonate with and folks who tend to gravitate and choose me as their agent, they appreciate the additional steps. They appreciate the structure and the process that you get when you work with me, okay? Yes, they appreciate the insights and the experience. Yes, they appreciate the additional work that I do for them, but really it's about the way that we kind of approach things in the same fashion. My particular style as an agent works well with them. They want to know all about the taxes. They want to know about the projections. They want to know about current market conditions. They want a projection on what does this home purchase look like in 5 years? What are the dynamics of the resale, right? These are things that are important to them, okay? But there are folks who I don't resonate with as well. Now, I can still do my job, and I'm still going to, right? But there's a personality type out there where, I'll know it when I see it, right? This is usually more of a visual buyer, right? Someone who buys based on how they feel. They're an emotional buyer, okay? I struggle with this sometimes because I'm a planner, right? X, Y, Z equals, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, right? I tend to prep for conditions ahead of time, and I tend to have a contingency, and I understand the worst case scenario. But this more loose form of approaching this is something I sometimes will struggle with. Then I usually just slam myself into, hey, let's just have fun and see what happens. You got to be adaptable, okay? There's another kind of buyer out there who is less honorable in their approach, who almost kind of sees the home purchasing or selling process as an adversarial engagement. I don't resonate well with this person at all. And I generally encourage them to seek a different agent relationship. But that's where Kindred Spirits comes from. Now, how does that information answer the question of why there's so many darn agents? Because there's so many different styles, right? There's different types of customers, right, who approach things in a very different fashion. And so you're going to need agents who have different styles so that that relationship can form around that unifying factor, okay, that kindred spirit element. I'll give you some examples, okay? We talked about, what type of buyer tends to gravitate towards me, right? Let's talk about someone else. Let's talk about my father-in-law for just a moment. If you look at my father-in-law's list of closed customers, you're going to notice something pretty quick, okay? They're either Italian, or they're from New York, or they're Italian from New York. Now, there are other customers on my father-in-law's close customer list, obviously. But there's quite a few that fit that category. If you haven't figured it out yet, my father-in-law is Italian from New York. And so folks, from a similar background connect better, right? They resonate better. I'm no fool. When I worked with my father-in-law, I never imagined a scenario where one of his customers would prefer to work with me. I promise you they wouldn't, okay? They are very comfortable and happy with that relationship, and I'm happy for both of them. But that's a very tangible thing, okay? Now, why are we having this conversation? What warrants this topic as an insight video? Well, one, it's pretty evergreen, okay? Two, I don't think a lot of folks are conscious of it, right? It's not something that we really discuss, not even amongst agents, but it's very real. And it does impact your success as an agent, and it can very much impact your experience as a customer, right? It doesn't have to be pure luck, okay? I wanted to put this video out there to encourage you to be conscious of this when you're picking your agent, okay? Maybe I'm not a good fit for you, all right? I acknowledge that. It's okay for you to acknowledge that. I think that, no, I'm going to rephrase that. I strongly believe that once you're conscious of this kindred spirit element, right, you will utilize that in your next selection, or possibly your last selection of an agent, okay? Which is what I sincerely hope for you. I hope that you find someone who fits you well, okay, and can produce the results that you're looking for. Because remember, the idea for agents is to build relationships that are long-lasting and can sprawl out from there, okay? That's essentially my thoughts on this. I hope that this is helpful. That is the goal here. I really hope that we can derive some value from this investment of time. If not, hey, listen, I'll take another shot at it next week. Maybe I'll grab a topic. I got 22 more. So anyways, thanks for tuning in today. I can't wait to see you down the road here. Be good to each other, okay? Be good to yourself. Have a great day.